I know a few of the guys in the comments were asking about the cold air intake. It's really simple. There's nothing to it. I like the stock accordion piece. This has an LT1 mass airflow sensor shoved into the stock piece, an adapter. I believe it ended up being like a 3 1/4 to a 4 inch. Wasn't exactly a 3 inch for some reason. And then I'll look it up. I think it's a 24, 27 inch piece of polished stainless steel off of Amazon. And then here's our filter. There's a 90-degree elbow stuffed behind the headlight, clamped on to another shorter 4 inch piece that I just kind of had sitting around. Probably something you can get elsewhere. It does not hang below, pretty close. So I wouldn't recommend driving it through heavy rain or flood water, but should be good. I just wanted to share that in this part of the video, just because I said I would. So again, nothing fancy, but that's it. 4 inch filter. I can try to put the part number, Amazon link, and the filter that I used in the description below. Thanks. All right, guys, we got the 85 back out down in Mexico. We're gonna make our second quarter-mile hit. The only changes from the last time, 13.37, I think, was I stole my dad's GNX style wheels. They've got a 255 27-inch tall 888R on them. Not a drag tire, but way better than the Cooper Cobras. We're gonna get through a little bit of this runoff here. Do a quick burnout. Like a 1258. Not bad for a hot air car that's maybe making 350 ruble horsepower. This was actually my very first pass and it didn't record. Best ET by just a hair. This run we spun a little bit, didn't get as good as 60 foot. Decent mile per hour. The logs look perfect. Boost 23, 24 until I locked the converter at 25. Timing 18 locked up. No knock, no issues. Good to go. Alright guys, so I mentioned it in my other video about my dad's 85 Grand National, but I have my short block back from Nickens Brothers up in Conroe. Really happy with the work that they did so far. This is my forged stroker motor for my 9-second 87 Grand National. You're welcome to go back and look at some of my other videos. They're all real short, mostly just Dragy vids and a few outside videos that show the runs. I may include some in this video. I just wanted to give a quick overview on this. This is an older, I believe it's a full throttle kit that was bought. I bought this engine used initially. It didn't last very long, had some issues. I had it rebuilt over at my normal machine shop west side, and it lasted for years and over 100 passes and who knows how many Dragy passes. I was really happy with it. Anyway, I took it apart to do some maintenance and didn't catch that the main cap was no longer tight in the register, and when I reassembled it, I guess the main bearing ended up getting eaten up within about 200 miles. So that's why the engine's been down. I took it over to Westside. They were pretty backed up. They recommended Nickens, great guys at both places. So anyway, this is it. It's got diamond 20 over pistons. It is a stroker. It is 249 cubic inches. It's got a cat crank. So just got done putting the head studs in. Giving it a paint job. It is girdled and is a bit overkill with 4 billet main caps. Forge rods, all ARP hardware. So this is it. Soon we'll be putting these TA Performance heads on. So the last time these were on, they were pocket ported, and I went ahead and did a full port job. I had them matched to 1200s intake gaskets, and I'm gonna turn this off so I can turn the flashlight on and you can look in there. All right, we've got our Cometic head gaskets on. I still copper coat them. I've seen a few people say it's old school, they don't do it. I've never had a problem doing it. I've never had a Cometic leak. So hopefully this is the last time we see these pistons for a while. They were coated by line to line. It's a 20 over piston. We were right at 7 thousandths piston to wall clearance, and the recommendation is around 5. And so I went ahead and got them coated. And we'll see how it holds up. A lot of guys on some of the fast car forums like Yellow Bullet and other stuff had used it. Really hadn't seen any Buicks that used it. Worst case scenario, it goes away after time and we get a little bit of piston slap. But right now they're tight, everything's good. And we're gonna get these heads on. Well, this kind of marks the end of the stay for the 85. Unfortunately, it rained last night and it had to sit outside. But luckily, no severe weather like they were saying there might be. So, pretty happy with how everything turned out. Pretty happy with the 1255, knowing that it could go quicker on a real track. Anyway, on to the next chapter. We're gonna go drop this one back off in much better shape than it was. And we're gonna pick up my 87 Grand National. We're gonna hand winch it onto the trailer, bring it back here along with the engine hoist, and drop my engine in, and we'll see how it goes. I'll add a little spiel about it at the end of the video here when I bring it back home. All right, well, I know I have some new subscribers and I've never actually done any type of overview, but this is my 1987 Buick Grand National. I have owned this car since 2000. It was my first car, and we've been through a lot together. So currently it's sitting up at my parents', and it's about to receive my fresh 249 stroker. This car has been a best of 986 with the best mile per hour of 137.8. I'm kind of hoping to get down to the 960 range. I'd like to be a little bit more competitive. I like to race in a class called Turbo Hot Street, THS, at the Buick Nationals. The car won in 2021, not because it was the fastest, really just because I got lucky with pairings and people braking, but a win's a win. So this car is a THS champion, and hopefully it'll be a little bit more competitive than it has been in the past couple of years. Pretty typical Grand National interior. This car is still in stock ECU with an SD2. I have not jumped to an aftermarket ECU on any of the vehicles yet. I really, really like the SD2. I don't have any issues with it. So, you've seen the engine on the engine stand. It's about buttoned up and ready to drop in. Hopefully this week I can get my brother-in-law to come over. It's got a set of 17x8 RTSs up front, 17x11 in the rear, 315, 35. These really don't hook very well on the street. So, give you a quick overview of some of the other cars. If you go back to my videos back in May, you'll see this car on the front cover and its exploits trying to get a 1099 out of it. I did not succeed, but still, go watch the video if you haven't seen it. It's a pretty cool car with an interesting history. This is Turbo Trans Am 1546. It's a beautiful car. It's got about 64,000 miles on it, 65. Next, over here, ignore the mess. This garage is a mess. This is my dad's 1972 Chevelle SS, originally a 396 car. And currently it has a 540 cubic inch big block Chevy with a 204R behind it. It's pretty mild. Engine dyno is 675. I don't think I've posted any videos about this one. There's the big block. Runs and drives. Everything works great. Soon we'll be doing AC on it. Next, this is my dad's 67 GTO. I wish that it was clean, but it doesn't move under its own power, and I have not washed it since we got out of the paint shop. But 67 GTO convertible. This is a Pontiac 455 that we picked up from the same friend that sold us the Turbo Trans Am. Pretty mild, Edelbrock heads, small flat tappet cam, exhaust manifolds, the Ram Air 4s, I don't remember, whatever is required to go on these Edelbrock heads. So we dropped the engine in a couple of months ago, and again, pretty consistent. Got a 204R waiting to go in it. Shot of the interior. My dad got these custom mats made. I'm not really a big fan, but it's his car. He can do what he wants. Tan top. And there it is. Back to the Buicks. This is an 87 Turbo T. This is a 231 cubic inch. Forged piston, stock rod, stock crank, girdled motor. Has a complete mismatch. It's got a 70 millimeter. It's a ball bearing. It was an Innovate, I can't remember. It has an X-Trim exhaust. Really doesn't spool very well, kind of a built-in traction control, but I haven't put a lot of effort into it. It's been to the track once with this setup, and it went 125 and a 1080. You would think 70 millimeter would go a lot faster, but it hasn't. Car's been sitting here for a while. Unfortunately, you can see down here, the last time I started it up, it started leaking coolant. And it ended up being a freeze plug on the back of the driver's side head, which obviously, as you can tell, I'm not going to be able to get to without pulling the engine out. So that's a project that'll be coming up. I bought some freeze plugs. We'll pull it out, replace them all, make sure we do a little bit better. I'm pretty sure it's running just water up here, and that's why it's a mistake. This car's a little bit rougher than the rest of them. It probably looks better on camera, even though it's dusty, but you can see here, she's definitely got some rust and some very obvious issues back here. So my dad does want to get this one painted. This car does have a roll cage. The other bar, everything is removable. So maybe one day we'll make it a little bit faster than what it is, just because of having the cage. But he's also talked about removing it. They live on a very bumpy dirt road out here, and it just sounds awful when you're driving it. And then over here, you guys have kind of seen this car in the last video. This is my dad's 86 Grand National. If you know what a Grand National looks like from my other videos, then that's this car. And soon the engine also has to come out of it because of a piston wrist pin that came loose, galled the cylinder wall. That'll probably be going in over to Nickens Brothers as well. May try to do a little bit more to it than what's done, but we'll have to see. So that kind of wraps up my dad's collection of cars up here. So I'll update later when I get my car back home and we get the engine dropped in.